Hello, and welcome back to Rails Quest. So today we're going to talk about another gem. This is the Hotwire Live Reload gem, and it's going to come with a bonus side of a tiny bit of live coding. So I hope this all works out. Let's take a look at the gems page. Okay, let's take a look at the Hotwire Live Reload gem page. This is where you can find it. Go ahead and search up Hotwire Live Reload on Ruby Gems. And let's just take a look at the GitHub page to see exactly how you add it. Run that command, live reload install. And then here's a little tip that you may not see elsewhere. If you have a new Rails 8 app that uses the built-in solid cable SQLite-backed WebSocket system, then you're going to want to use this little tip that I'm going to show you, because by default, this is going to add Redis. You see, Redis is one of the dependencies. I haven't gotten around to it. Maybe somebody will, but we need to make a pull request on this library because Redis is no longer a dependency with solid cable. So with Rails using the SQLite-backed WebSocket library, you don't need that anymore, and I will show you how to get rid of it. The key is going to be down here. If you want to just hijack the existing TurboStream WebSocket, this is a really easy fix to get you going. You add that just like they say here in your application configure. Add this line wherever you want to. Make sure you've got something set up like this. It's all here in the documentation, so I'm not going to go into too much detail because I want to get to the live coding part of this. But that's what you might expect to see. Hey, quick pause here. I'm Caleb Lape, and if you're watching this video, I'm guessing you're trying to make your software dream a reality. After a decade of building Rails apps for companies like GitHub, I've realized something. Tutorials are great, but they can't replace the experience. Every week you spend piecing together solutions is a week. You could be collecting customer feedback. You could be shipping. That's why I help founders turn their ideas into working MVPs, like the ones you're seeing here, in 30 days or less. No more tutorial hell, no more stuck projects. If you're ready to stop learning and start launching, click the link in the description. Let's get your idea in front of real customers. Now, back to the video. So let's take a look at our demo site and see what we can do. This is what my configuration looks like. Before, when I added this using the command that they specified, it went ahead and added the gem Redis line, and I just deleted that and added the line that I showed you before. So now we're looking at the demos page. Let's put another link in here. This is going to be a link to, let's say we want to show off css-zero. And you can see immediately we get the error showing up here because live reload is doing its job. And that is because I don't have a controller. Okay. And here's another little tip. When you get to the error page, the live reloading is no longer going to work until you go and refresh the page. We probably didn't get a, no, we did get that. Okay, here we go. I also want to point this out. Yeah, that was responsive. That's all thanks to css-zero. The way that text gets smaller, that's nice. It's something that I'm exploring. So I have authentication set up with this app, the demo app. And so as a result of that, we need to skip the authentication. I think that's the right method for that. There we go. So from there, we can go straight into here. And what do we want to call this? CSS-zero showcase, right? Now it's just gonna, my helper AI is gonna try to redo the exact same view that I just built. That's kind of interesting. I don't know what this is all doing. Added a bunch of pros. You can see that CSS-zero is really nice. It's rendering the little code blocks that are inserted in here. So yeah, that is the live reload. That was just a tiny bit of live coding to show you how well that can work. I didn't have to switch windows and refresh. You know, this is something that people in the JavaScript world may laugh at, and there are pros and cons to the whole live reloading thing, and that it's not built into Rails, that's not something that I care too much about, but that it's available for people, that is really great. So if that's something that is your jam, you should go check it out. It is the Hotwire, let me make sure I get the name right. It is the Hotwire Live Reload gem. And just to tack on a couple extra things, Like you saw, it can get a little fiddly if you're doing some really technical stuff and there's a lot of errors. You can always, they have a command to disable the live reloading, and then you can just enable it again when you're doing the more designy type stuff. So I really like that as a balance for your development. I turn it off for when I'm doing really technical things that don't really affect the view, but it is really nice to have the view automatically update when that's the main thing that you're focusing on. So with that, I hope you got something out of this video. Please let me know what you did if you did, and have a blessed week. I'll catch you next time.